Hi guys, welcome back to Experimental RC. Today I'm going to be showing you guys the first build video on my channel. This is not going to be in time lapse, this is going to be real time, showing you guys how to make the plane that I made the other day, which is this Delta Wing, the Experimental Delta. This is an awesome aircraft. I highly recommend it, especially if you are just learning how to build a plane. This is the easiest plane you could possibly build. All you need is one sheet of foam board, Dollar Tree foam board right here. The airframe costs $1, guys, and we're going to show you the electronics you need. So first of all, you're going to need two 9-gram servos, which are right here. Two 9-gram servos, regular 9-gram servos. They're like 99 cents if you want to buy them on eBay. They're like 99 cents. Very, very cheap servos, but they will still work for what you're doing. Especially if you're a learner, these are very good for you guys if you are a learner. Because if you crash and they break, they only cost like 99 cents. So these are actually very cool. Then you're going to need your receiver for your transmitter. As of course, I'm using my DX8 for this one. And at the end, I'm showing you guys how to bind it. And you're going to need your power system. I'm using the same exact motor as I use on this one. I actually took my plane apart to do this video for you guys. This is the motor, the same exact motor I put on it. And then you're going to need the battery and the ESC for whatever power system you want to use. Using a 920 kV motor. This is a Alpha 400 by Exceed RC. If you want to look up the motor. And the prop is a 10 by 4.7 prop, if you want to know the specs for that. And yeah, after you get all that, let's go ahead and get to the build video. So all you need is all these electronics and a sheet of foam board, an X-Acto knife, a pencil, and yeah, and a ruler. My super long ruler. A regular ruler will work, but preferably a yardstick. You can get these from Lowe's for only like 97 cents. I've used this for the past 2 years, guys. It works very good. But anyways, you're gonna want to have those things ready, and let's clean this stuff off and go ahead and get to the video. So you get your ruler. I'm going to be measuring this in inches, guys, just for preference. So what you're going to want to do is measure just make a complete box. So the box is going to be 13.5 inches tall by 22 inches wide. So 13.5 tall and 22 inches wide. You're going to cut that out, and your plane is going to be, the dimensions for that is going to be after you cut the square out. So let's go ahead and cut the square out. Keep in mind, if you are cutting on something that you don't want to mess up, like this is our table, so I just have a little cutting board at the bottom, so I don't have to actually worry about me going and messing the table up. So do not try to do it one time, guys. You will mess the foam up if you try to do it just one time. I found if you do it about 3 or 4 times, you get the best cut, especially if you're using an X-Acto knife. Okay, so do not throw this away, guys. This is very, very useful. This is where we're making the bottom section out of that holds all the electronics. So make sure to keep that handy. So let's go ahead and do the dimensions for the aircraft. So, this is the aircraft that I'm building right now. Is 2 inches longer and 2 inches wider. Just because the plane that I built last time, the wingspan was a little too small and it didn't have enough wingspan to actually lift the whole plane up. So I went 2 inches more. So hopefully you guys can see the difference. I don't know the difference at all. So anytime you want to add a link to a wing, you're always going to have to add, I can't speak today, have to add at least 2, 4, 6, so you'll have enough to equal on each side. So if I done 6 inches more, you'll do 3 on this side, 3 on that side. You always want the wing to be the same exact length on each side, or it won't fly straight. So as you guys can see, the wing that I done the other day, which is this one, is this small, and I added an inch on each side and a ½ inch on the front. I actually added an inch because this was cut right here. But yeah, so go ahead and start cutting your aircraft out. Your dimensions for that is, so on the side of your foam board, choose a side, either this side or this side, not the top part. And you're gonna do 4 inches and mark a spot. So you're gonna mark a spot at 4 inches on this side and the other side, 4 inches. My dogs are going crazy. So 4 inches on each side, and then you're gonna go up half of 22, which is 11. So, show you guys, 11 is right here. And you're gonna go an inch away from 11. So you're gonna make this one side 10 and one side 12. So that one and that one. Pencil just that one. So you have this. Foam board don't let me. You're gonna have this. So you have your 2 lines on each side. Now, the way you're gonna cut this part of the aircraft, it's a little bit different. This part you can kind of screw up on it. So I'm gonna show you the exact way to do it. You don't want to cut all the way through the foam board. You just want to penetrate the paper on top of the foam board. So just use your X-Acto knife and lightly cut it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you guys real quick with a piece of foam board. Let's cut this one. Okay, so with your foam board, I'm going to show you a real quick demonstration. Usually you just cut like this, and then you'll break it in half, right? This one, you just want to penetrate the paper, just so you can do this, and pop it open. So it's kind of like a hinge. So you're going to want it to be just like this. But anyways, you're going to go ahead and do that cut. So just penetrate the paper, take your time on the cut. Don't really try to rush, because if you rush, you can penetrate the paper. And this is going to be our airfoil, by the way, just so you guys know. This is going to be the airfoil. And if you guys don't know what an airfoil is where the top part of the air travels on the top part slower than the bottom part, and that kind of creates a better lift. But a wing can be completely flat and fly, but if you had an airfoil, it's a little bit better. So I'm going to do the exact same as the other one that flew. So same thing on the other side, lightly cut through the paper, and then you're going to be able just to do this. See how it's cut in half, just like that. And then same thing for the other side, that. So when you put it together, you're going to have this right here. You're going to have these 2 lines. It's okay if it's a little bit screwed up. Like, see, as you guys can see, that one's taller than this one. I mean, this one's taller than this one. That's still okay. You can fix that. All you have to do is that actually that's how I do it on that one. I just cut a line here and cut a line here and met the two, and it works perfectly. So, but the dimensions are still the same. The wing is the same exact size. It's just they just don't fold that good so most of the time. So when you have that finished, you're not gonna actually do it like this. This is not do. Flip it on the side and go just like this. Now, do not pressure it very hard. Just lightly rock it back and forth until you get that perfect bend that you want. Now, as you guys can see, it pops back like super fast. Just keep rocking it a little bit and it will actually hold it straight, but the hot glue's gonna handle that. I'm gonna do that. By the way, I didn't think I'd mention this, but you do need a hot glue gun. So, after you have your wing cut out like this, you're gonna want to go ahead and glue it. I'm using a high-tip hot glue gun. This is a little cheap one. You can get this from pretty much anywhere, Walmart, practically anywhere. I got this one from Walmart. It was about $5 to $6. I use it for practically every build. But so the glue, you're just gonna don't fill it up with glue, because if you do, you just add an extra weight. Yes, it does make it a little stronger, but like a little bit stronger, and you're compromising about I don't know, like 3 to 4 ounces of glue. So that's about what you're gonna want to do, and then you're gonna make sure your ground is level. I'm gonna put it down and just lightly have pressure on it for about, I don't know, until it's completely dried. You don't want to let it go in this process. If you do let it go in this process, it will come up and it'll be hot glue all over it, and it will already be hardened, so you can't take it off. So then you're gonna have to repeat the process. So you're just gonna sit here for a little bit. Make sure you're applying pressure equally, just so you can make sure the wing is good. So, see, I let it go slowly and it's connected. So you're gonna want the same thing to the other side. As you guys can see, as I'm doing this, I'm still holding the other one. You don't have to do it like this. You can do one by one, but I'm just gonna do it like this. So I'm holding 2 wings. So if you want to hold 2 wings, you're gonna have to apply same pressure to each one and just see it for a little bit. So what you're gonna want to do for the bottom part that holds all your electronics, you're gonna want to actually make a 3.5 inch to 4 inch wide bottom part. So you're gonna want to inch at least 2 inches on each side. So as you guys can see, this right here is a little too small for what I want to do. Simple. The fix is very simple. All you have to do is go right here and right here, you want to do 15 inches because that's the length of your aircraft. Actually 15.5, sorry. There, so for the bottom part that holds our electronics, all you're gonna want to do is cut out a 15.5 inch part of this foam. So you'll have a bigger area and it covers the whole bottom of the aircraft. Now you're just gonna want to do is cut about there. you're gonna go straight down from where you drew. And right here, I have an inch of length tall. That's the same exact way as in the other one. So you're gonna go ahead and cut this right here and break that off. This off. And now when you're done with all that, man, I got a lot of scraps left. Save these pieces, guys, if you want to build another aircraft, because all these pieces actually add up to a pretty good aircraft right here. Keep those. And right now you're going to build the bottom piece. So do not cut all the way through the foam, as I showed you guys earlier. Cut just through the paper. Okay. So you pop this, and as you guys can see, with a longer one, you don't want to try on one end, or one is gonna pop and this is gonna break. Try to do it in the center and move your way out. So that's the bottom part right here. So that's gonna hold all the electronics, and that actually goes exactly like this. So now, as you guys can see how it's coming out in the front? That's what you want. So after that, you can actually cut out what you need. 15.5 inches is actually the aircraft, but remember when we cut the front off? So that's going to actually differentiate the front part. So that's going to be about 3 inches left in the front. So right now you're going to flip it back and do the same exact method I showed you earlier with the bottom. Don't do it once, just do it a few times and make sure it works good. Bend it. And for this one, you're not going to fold it all the way back and glue it. You're going to want to actually glue it, and when you glue it, you're going to want to put it back how it is. So, open it up, put a good bead of glue in there. And how I like to do it is I shut it, make sure some glue's coming out, open it back up, shut it again, fold it up, and hold it for a little bit. So guys, this is the bottom piece. I actually added this little spar in the middle to actually give it a little bit better stability and hold it together better. Have it on the other one, but I didn't think I had a needle on this one, but apparently I do. So all I did was I cut a little piece of the foam that I had left right here, and you just could do some glue on the sides and the bottom. Put it just about right there and shut it wherever you want, and that's the main points that it's holding. So I'm cut here and here, and that's going to add up to be perfectly on the aircraft. So this is going to go at the bottom of the aircraft. And yeah, so far this is the end of this build. So yeah, all you have to do after this is put your electronics in. So this is the bottom piece. We just practice it just like this, and it stays there. But that's so far it on the build. So you just practically put your plane just like that, and then you cut the extra off in the front. And after you cut that off, you just mount your motor. Make sure to stay tuned for the next, or in the next few days, the video to actually put all your electronics in the aircraft. And make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And if you haven't so far or already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And stay tuned for more videos and content like this. And bye guys.